Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 5th episode of the Faith Forward podcast here at Sacred Heart University. I'm your host, Nick Maisano, and let's get started. Today's guest is a sophomore with a business management major and a minor in event management and marketing. She's a part of the women's Division I rowing team and a member of a Bible study group for athletes on campus called Athletes in Action. She's here with us today because she recently experienced a very tragic event in her life, and she wanted to share her story and how it relates to her faith. Lila Shover, welcome to Faith Forward. It's so great to have you here. All right, so tell me about your faith growing up. What did it look like? You said you grew up in Vermont, so how did it look?
So I grew up with divorced parents.
Okay.
So my family dynamic isn't like most. I didn't really have like too much faith growing up. We were like Christmas, Easter only. Most weekends I spent with like the other parent.
Right.
And I kind of just flipped back and forth. I tried to spend as much time with my brother. So pretty much only holidays we went to church.
Were you Catholic? Were your parents Catholic? Were you Christian?
They were Methodist.
Methodist. Okay, so are you Methodist?
No, I am not personally.
So what would you say you're?
Catholic.
Catholic. Okay. So did you go to a private school growing up? Did you go to public schools?
Nope, I went to public school my entire life.
Okay. And did you go to church at all on Sundays throughout growing up?
Maybe once a month.
Okay. Yeah. So now tell me about Athletes in Action. How did you get involved with that?
So one of my best friends, Drew, she's on the rowing team. She found out about it our freshman year, and I was open to it. So then I went, and it's a great community of athletes from every sport, and we all come together every Tuesday night, and we just read the passage. Right now we're in Exodus. And then we relate it to how we're going to put it forward, how we're going to use it on the field, on the water, on the court, anywhere.
Wow. So this group, would you say, has brought you a little closer in your faith?
Definitely.
Yeah. Did Sacred Heart being a Catholic university influence your decision to come here at all?
It did.
Yeah.
I was originally looking in like North Carolina, the UNCs, and I came to Sacred Heart and I loved it. I loved the faith. I loved the chapel. I loved the campus. I loved everything about it. They're so helpful, and every time I came here I just fell more in love with it.
Did you have a faith life at all in high school, or was it all developed as you got here to college?
I had an interesting story in high school. So I dated a boy who was very Baptist.
Okay.
And coming from not a very religious background, I tried to make it work.
Right.
And the farther we got into the relationship, the more pressure was on me to go to church with them, like do everything with them. And my parents were kind of like, I don't know about this. Like, we don't know what you're getting into and everything like that. So it was just kind of hard. And then once we ended earlier this year, I kind of like realized that this is my time to find my faith and this is my time to find my beliefs.
Wow, that's amazing. And I have to ask a personal question about the rowing, because I was a rower in high school. Did you row at all in high school, or was it all brand new in college?
My senior year, I rowed, and I toured Sacred Heart before even thinking about rowing in high school.
Yeah.
And then I met one of the coaches on campus, and she's like, you can come and be on the team. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah. So then a week later, I went through all the NCAA paperwork. And I just worked my butt off all summer and came in and walked on.
Do you love it?
I love it.
What's your favorite part about it?
I love the team. Yeah. I love, those early mornings are rough, but it's beautiful. We wake up and we watch the sunrise on the water, and we're just all together and we're all working hard. It's like an individual sport, but you only work together if you're together in it.
It's such a unique sport, and I only rowed in high school. I rowed all 4 years of high school, and we never got the chance to row very early in the morning like you guys do, but I loved rowing in the evening and seeing the sunset. Mm-hmm. Some of the most beautiful things I've seen, like on the water at race courses, were through rowing, and it's a unique sport, but it's tougher than people think. When I first got into it, I thought it was like leisurely rowing the boat. It's not like that at all. And those workouts on the erg, brutal. They are brutal. Yeah. So now you came to us because you had experienced a tragic event in your life, and you wanted to tell your story. So tell me what happened.
All right, so on September 10th this year, I got a call from my mom that we lost our house in a house fire. And I didn't really know what to do because I'm down here. So I went to Coach Matt, which is the leader of Athletes in Action, and I was like, I need you to help me in my faith. Because there's no way that God just let that happen. And I think that this tragic event really strengthens me because my mom, who is Methodist, Christmas, Easter, she goes, Lila, we rise from the ashes. We're going to come out stronger because we lost everything. And I didn't really know because she's a single mom. Mm-hmm. So I went home and, we cleaned up everything. She's in a rental house with her boyfriend, Chris, and I it tested my faith. And when in the moments when your faith is tested, that's when you have to trust it even more. And I was like, God, there's got to be a way. There's got to be something you can do right now. And the community at Sacred Heart is life-changing for me. The people around you that rally when you're in horrible situations, all of my roommates were there for me. Hundreds and hundreds of donations. The GoFundMe almost raised $11,000.
Wow.
All the coaches put together clothes, put together bags, and it shows that when you're in horrible times, the ones who are truly there for you will be there for you. One of my friends drove 10 hours in a day to come down and get me.
Wow.
Because both of our cars were gone in the fire, and I wanted to go home immediately.
Right. Now, through this tragic event, did you ever doubt your faith? Were you like, why could this have happened?
I did.
To us? Yeah.
I'm going to be 100% honest. I was mad, and I was just there's no way. I've already been going through a lot, and this is just the cherry on top. And I was like, there's got to be some good thing that comes out of this. And I think that community here, the community that I have and that everyone came and rallied, my team was incredible for me. And the academics here, I'm on an academic plan now because I'm not going to lie, I kind of fell behind.
Right.
So it's just working with my professors, working with that athletics, academics, and my coaches and everything around me. Everyone is 100% in on it. And I just feel a relief off my chest.
Right. Do you think, now that we're nearly 2 months after this happened, have you grown closer in your faith?
I have.
Yeah? Tell me about that.
I'm not going to lie, I took a couple weeks off. I didn't go to Bible study because I didn't really want the looks. Mm-hmm. I didn't really want, I just feel everywhere I looked, people were like, are you? And I would bawl, immediately.
Yeah.
And I think that following God's path, trusting the process, it's very clear that we weren't meant to be in that home. Mm-hmm. So finding out where we're going to go next, finding out what's going to happen, it's all in God's timing.
Right. And it takes a lot of courage to come on to something like this and talk about it and be very vulnerable. So I'm very glad you chose to come on and talk about it because it is a very common thing that happens when we experience loss, when we experience tragedy. People either reject their faith or grow closer. And it's amazing to see how you kind of are trying to find the meaning in it.
I'm trying to find the good in it. It's such a horrible thing that happened.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good things that I have around me that honestly, right now, this opened my eyes to everything I should feel grateful for.
Right. So now, moving forward, we ask this to every one of our guests. How will you move your faith forward in your life? Where do you see yourself?
I'm going to be stricter with myself. I'm not going to slack off. I'm going to talk to God more. I'm going to do my Bible studies more. I'm going to be all in because it's either everything or nothing at this point. And I was in between, trying to do it, and then this happened, and I just need to focus on my faith.
Right. And the power of prayer is extraordinary.
Incredible.
And it's a relationship. That's what it is. It's a conversation with, just like this. It's a conversation.
Yeah.
It's a conversation with God. So the power of prayer is really something. And I'm really glad you found your faith amidst all of this going on.
I know, and I'm going to get better about going to Mass every week.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
But again, I think it takes a lot of courage to come on here. I so appreciate you being here and telling your story. And I wish you the best of luck. You and your family the best of luck.
Thank you.
And the rowing team,
yes,
of course. Yes.
Go shoe.
Yes, women's rowing. All right. And I think that wraps it up for episode 5. And if you or someone you know would like to be a guest on our show, send an email to faithforwardshu@gmail.com and we'll get back to you. But until then, I'd like to thank Alex and Matt in the back for producing and directing and all the above doing for this show. and we'll see you next time. God bless.